What's up guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how I use Track Addict to give myself GPS and data overlays to my autocross videos. I've been playing around with this for a couple events now, and you may have noticed in a few of my videos, and well, I finally think I have a good grasp on it, so I'm willing to give you a little overview and guideline to how to use the app and my little review of it. First, my hardware is a 7-inch tablet. It's a Hisense Zero 7 Pro. It's a cheap tablet, but it works and it performs fairly well, especially for what I use it for, which is mainly autocross. Then I also have this Q-Stars 818XT GPS module. You need a 10 Hz module because that will give you the proper refresh rate so you can get good data logging, so you can get all the data points and it provides you smooth recording rather than jerky recording with like an onboard 1 Hz GPS module, say that's on the tablet. The way I have it set up in the app is I have OBD2 recording off because I don't use my OBD2 reader because it also records at a 1 Hz rate and that's useless for me. But I do have GPS set to my Bluetooth, which is the Q-Stars device. This app also has onboard camera control for your GoPro or your tablet camera. The way I have my tablet mounted, you won't see any great video from that, so that doesn't record off of that. And I don't have a GoPro, so I can't use the Wi-Fi from the tablet to connect to the GoPro and just have everything in one app. So what I do to use this app though is I always have it on segment mode for autocross because you never have a defined circuit. And the first thing you want to do is hit track, and you want to hit new and add another segment. You just rename it whatever you want. I'm just going to leave it as new segment. And to set your start and finish lines, you have to hit the green flag for your start line. Then you always have to go to set point here, and then you always have to set your tolerance to narrow so that the radius of the start line is not too big, so that when you're in grid it sets it off. Then the next thing I do is hit use GPS. It brings you back to this screen, so I go back, and then bam, I have my GPS coordinates for my start line done. Then the same thing is done for the finish line, which is you hit the finish flag and do those screens again, but you have to be on your finish line. Now, when you're in grid next to the starter, you hit record. Once the starter sends you off and you launch, this app does the rest. It's going to auto start for you, especially if you have the 10 Hz module, because then it will be refreshing at a high enough rate to sense when you pass the start line that you've defined. And once it passes the finish line, it stops recording and it brings you to this screen right here, sessions. As you can see, the app sent the no start for this video, of course, because we didn't really move anywhere, and it told me that I spent 20 minutes staging and we never passed the start line. Well, let's look at a finished run. You have staging 10 seconds, so I press record 10 seconds before I launched and passed the start line. The segment is the time I spent on course, and the end is just basically the time I spent from the finish line to when this app stopped recording. You really want to look at your segment. So there you have it. This is your segment. It gives you a nice outline of the course you just ran in blue, and it tells you your miles an hour. It also gives you more data: altitude, heading, accuracy, acceleration in the X direction, acceleration in the Y, blah 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 blah. But miles an hour is a good indicator, because when you compare runs, which this app also lets you do, you go to select file, select from another session, then you pick a random one, and then there you go. Oh, I selected from 2 different days, so the overlays are all off. Let me switch it to something else. Select another session, Holbert 2, 1044. There you go. You have 2 overlays. You can see the blue line is the last run of the day, and the red line is the second run of the day. If I press play, you can see the cars are on top of each other because my runs are fairly similar, but at this point you can see them starting to split apart. so you can really see what each car is doing at what section of the course. So if you stop, as you can see, I'm doing 62.4 miles an hour right here, and then the other car is doing 55.6, and it's much further back. And you can keep on going, and you can see, oh, well, then the red car, my second run of the day, never hit the same top speed, and probably that's why it was slower of a run. Also gives you like your average speed, your minimum speed, your maximum speed, and your start and ending speed. So that's about all the information the in-app screens give you. What this also can do is let you overlay your data into your autocross videos, which is done on a computer app called Race Render, which is also created by the same people that create Track Addict. What you want to do is share this stuff. You can either do USB file sharing, Wi-Fi transfer, or just emailing your raw data to your email, and then just going onto your computer to do that. Once you import these files to Race Render, and then you import your video to Race Render, you sync it up. It's really self-explanatory in that program. And well, I'm going to cut to a nice created GPS overlaid video from one of my previous events.
Ready? Go!
Well, there you have it. This is a quick overview on how to use Track Addict for your autocross needs. I didn't see one previously on how to use Track Addict, and I really hope that this gave you a quick outline and taught you how to use the app the way it's designed to. Like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks, guys.